Hey guys, Meet the Shoe is right here. How y'all doing today? On this lovely Wednesday. And Nina, we're going to talk about gosh, transition regress, right? And
Mm-hmm.
part of transition regress, I think it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And we're going to start off with the transgender woman that said that she made it out with Kevin Gates, right?
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because all these different rumors coming out about him, which are rumors and alleged that he's very sexual. Every, he talks about sex all the time. You know what I mean? And people have rumored he had sex with animals, a dog or something,
Yep.
different women. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
I'm
his
like,
his his baby mom, from my understanding, from
Drika,
what
her name
yeah,
is
from what the trans woman said was that the baby mom knew that that's what he done.
right.
So my thing, especially being as though it was just a trans woman that murdered those six people in Nashville, Tennessee, correct?
Yes. Hmm.
And it seems as though, to me, from the
Hmm.
looks of it, that not all,
Hmm.
but the ones that have been in the news lately, they have some formaty of mental issues. And majority of them regret the switch,
Right.
from what I'm reading, right?
Yes.
At the same time, you see these stories of the trans becoming teachers and it's being pushed in the education system, especially elementary.
Hmm.
They're trying to
Hmm.
turn kids into giving them choices and
Saying it's all
yeah,
right. It's
forcing
all
them
right.
into it, right?
Right. Hmm.
And so it's almost like, um, at what point does it end? Because it's not a positive thing.
No.
And
It's like they're making it seem in the public eye that it's all right. It's kind of out there, more. It's like back in the day, everything was kind of private. It was more private than anything. Back in the day, you didn't want to kiss your husband out in the streets because they look at you like, oh, you doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
now it's just
Intimacy was
everything.
private, like
Yes,
you're saying.
intimacy was private, head on. Now intimacy is just so out there in the open. I mean, it's just everything seems like it's going, and when do we kind of have our children eyes innocent at a young age?
Yeah. So the I don't think that that's what the where the world is heading to. It's definitely not going backwards anymore,
No,
right?
no.
Everything is going forward into destruction. Um,
Sodom and Gomorrah.
exactly.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, and there's also was a report stating that they are trying to take women out of the dictionary, right?
Women, see, that's where
They want
it's
all these different names. You have to refer to them as all these different, you got to remember all these different things that they want you to call them, what's offensive and what's not,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
so sensitive, right?
mm-hmm.
When it just really is an excuse
Right.
to do
Mm-hmm.
the demonic things that they're doing. Because if
Right.
it was correct, it would have been that way. Not that it's been transgender people from the beginning of the world.
Right.
I'm not saying that. The thing about it is, for you to project any of that on someone else's children, it's wrong.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It is.
Because I have a school age child in high school, and
Mm-hmm.
she is very irritated with all of the things, and she has nothing against what anyone that
Their
chooses.
personal preference. Right.
Yeah, and she's actually friends with some that are, right. So she doesn't have an issue, and they don't project what they're doing on their friends,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So I understand that you want to make a person feel comfortable, I guess, in your systems,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? But from the looks of it, they're not happy either way it goes, because the woman that went into school,
Was having mental issues.
yeah,
Was
and
not
she was
happy.
okay. She was authorized to purchase firearms.
Right.
So I mean,
Five of them, five firearms, in within. I mean, it seemed like some days or weeks that she was purchasing those firearms.
and her friend, she sent her friend a disturbing message
Yes, she did. What was that
about
message?
what she was going through or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and what she was about to do. And the friend didn't get it. The
Right.
friend didn't understand it.
They understand it. Sometimes you
The
can't
Excuse me.
understand the mind of somebody that's, you know, changing over and want to be a girl. They're going through a lot of different emotions and things that's going on in their life, as knowing they were born a boy, but in the same time, you're trying to live in a woman's body. It's going to be difficult to live in a woman's body
That's
because we
very
have so many issues and stuff
issues.
that's going on, like periods, having babies, I mean, just hormonal stuff that's a little bit different. That is different from a male. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we all have both feminine and masculine personalities. Every woman and man do. You know what I'm saying? But we're still born who we're born, what we're born with. And
Right.
when you alter those things, it's like start changing yourself. It's kind of hard. Now, I don't have nothing wrong with you okay, a female liking other women. It's
Hmm.
fine. You're not changing yourself. That's your emotion, how you feel about another person. You know what I'm saying? But when it
Right.
start altering your body and all that stuff, that's a toll. Because even with me, when I had a breast reduction, I
Hmm.
feel funny. It's like an
Right.
emotional thing that you go through. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? To get
They
a
say
breast
that
reduction,
if you don't have to get cut on, you shouldn't get cut on.
no, you shouldn't.
And
Right?
you mentally remember, I had a
It is.
cesarean, right?
Mhm.
And I don't even ever want to go through that pain again.
No,
I went
it's
through being numb for 2 years straight.
yeah, numb.
So
Yes.
so when you're getting cut on in any form, and to want to go back, some people are addicted to that, right?
Yeah, you can be.
Some people get addicted to it. So if they get addicted to it, then that's even a mental issue. That's a mental
Hmm.
thing.
Yes.
They say that they just want to be free and they want to be happy and they want to be accepted, but really they don't, because they're not satisfied either way it goes.
Mm-mm.
The woman that went into the school, I don't know what she left, I guess, her cause or reason of why she did what she did. But for you to innocently go to pick 9-year-olds
Yeah. In a school, you're 28 years old. You haven't been in that school in 20 years.
in 20 years,
So
it seems like she went back and innocently did, like, that's where her innocence was stolen at the time. That's
maybe
what
you
went through
never
my
know.
mind
Yeah,
when they said it was 9-year-olds, private school. I said someone
had to
or
have
a incident.
allegedly.
It doesn't
Hmm.
have to be uh, an adult.
Hmm.
Something happened around that time there. She was a student there. Why would you
Hmm.
go? Why would you go back there? Like you said, 20 years ago.
Right. It's been a long time. And she just graduated from art school last year. Looked like she was on the right path, looked happy, and it's just like something clicked in her head to go in there and mess with some vulnerable people,
Now,
basically.
Ricky
He
said
said they
something
aren't
about
women.
women. It is
It
a
is.
genetic and biological.
Hey,
This,
Mela. Hey, Nesta girl. Hey, Ricky.
this,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, we are born who we are.
yeah, definitely,
Point blank, period.
yeah. And if you're you don't have a you got a problem within if you're not happy with your outer appearance. That's something that's internal, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
to look for the world to correct that, you're heading for destruction either way it goes. You cannot at all, no person can look for the world of acceptance for you to live on your in your daily life on a daily basis. Every day you
Mm-hmm.
wake up, you looking for to get a validation from an opinion from strangers or friends and family.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you
Mm-hmm.
doing? It almost makes you think that I'm speaking of people that try to force it upon us, right?
Right.
It almost makes it look as though it's a game.
And it's not.
If they are to force what their beliefs are upon you, they won. So then when they don't win the fight of making you understand where they're coming from, right?
Dysmorphia.
Then you get even more you get
Right.
even more. They get even more, gassed up with whatever their beliefs are.
Right.
Now, from my understanding, there supposedly is a transgender churches now,
Probably so.
and that again by them stating that they want to take all these different names and um the birthing the birthing one is what they consider us women, right?
The
That
birthing
wants to
one.
be women, the birthing ones, right? And they are saying that they're the first because we come from a man. So
They
they're really women because we are the offspring of them.
that's being confused. That's being
I
confused.
don't
Either you a
understand.
man or a woman.
I don't understand.
Different people have their own different view of being a transgender, uh, gay, lesbian, so forth. I think it's fine, but I think it's not good to alter your body.
Yeah. I
Just
don't
like that.
care.
Okay, now the transgender girl that said that she had sex with Kevin Gates.
Right.
She said that he licked her vagina, right?
Okay. Because she transitioned herself.
Yes,
And
she.
she said that she kept telling him
And I guess he
that
didn't
she
believe her.
wasn't that she was not a woman.
So when he was down there, he did it for a while and came up. He said, "Are you a transgender woman?"
I mean, that's
You will be able to tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? But I
how.
would really like to
Isn't it the
see.
same? I'm assuming it's the same as ours, right? It's
I don't know. I want to see one. Somebody that's transgender, a transgender woman, please let me see it personally. I'll come see it. I want to see. They say we can name them or categorize them, but they are the ones who made up CIS gendered. I thought we were just heterosexual. Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all keep
uh,
listening to these weirdos.
I mean, well, we have to listen because they're of the land of what we
Well, I
are.
mean, they're human beings. We all
Yeah.
human beings. You know what I'm saying? We just have our different quirks, right? But I want to see this vagina.
I would like to see what it looks like just because Kevin Gates supposedly ate it. Only for
Right.
that reason.
Yeah.
Like
But look,
you can't tell me that you're a heterosexual man and you ate a transgender and then afterwards
you asked the question.
you ask the question, are you a transgender? Like every single interview that he does, he's talking about
Vaginas.
sex.
Sex. Right. So I
What
want to know, Kevin Gates, is the vagina different?
yeah, I mean
Please let us know. We want to know if is it different from the regular vagina. Because
the
I know they have to be dilated every day just to keep the hole open. I do know, heard of that.
wow,
Yes. So they got
what?
to go through a dilation process, something they insert in them every day. just to stay open.
So they're dry.
Or
It's
that's hold a
naturally
closed.
dry. What
Girl,
the fuck?
you said naturally dry. I'm done.
They're naturally dry because they don't have ovaries.
That yeah, fallopian tube.
You
Well,
don't have
ovaries
any ovaries to make you wet. What
or
are
stay
you?
open.
You're not releasing any estrogen. Like, what? You're not a woman. It's not gonna stay wet. Like, we're adults, we know. Every single man knows
He
that.
said,
What
"How
he
does
has
it
to
get
do to get
wet?"
you to going, right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
what are you I don't get it. Like, I wouldn't even, as a just
Ricky.
be what you
He
are. You
said they
don't
have
have
no
to
distribution.
transform
Yeah, be
and
like you are. Yeah, you don't have to change
because
yourself
it
down there.
almost makes you think that they're going through that to be accepted. You're accepted either way it
Anyway,
goes for whoever you're dealing with.
exactly. Yeah.
It's just I don't understand the forcing of it, right?
Yeah, paying all that money.
Naturally dry. Yes, they
So
are
what? That's
naturally
but you know
dry.
what? I'm curious to know what are you gonna do when you're like 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and
You
you
want to
can't
go
even
backwards. Every person, every single when I did the research on it, they regret it. Majority, right?
yeah,
Of course, not everybody, but they regret it. That's just like T. Madison said that she was very upset that the trans woman even came out, even exposing Kevin Gates. What are you doing?
right.
Are you looking for clout? You're looking for a chance. So, someone like her, being as though she's been in the industry for a long time, she's very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, just carry yourself with class, regardless of whatever you're choosing, whatever you are.
Yeah. But
What
see,
are you looking for?
what a transgender lady did say,
Exactly.
she
That's
want to mess
true.
with other. She want to have celebrities. She want to see how many celebrities she can get under her belt. I
But
guess.
she's not going to get none now. They're running.
Yeah,
Nobody's not going to do
because
it
you're
now
telling
because
me,
you talk too much.
right?
Why did you say that? That's private. Nothing's private anymore. And yeah, they do all that because they think,
We are
Mela,
who
they
we
think
are.
that being a woman, we could tell them all day. We could say all day, you don't want to be a woman.
Mm-mm.
It's hard over here. We go
Yeah.
through this, we go through that, we do that. Just like you said, they have to get dilated on a daily basis.
Yes.
You knew that before you got the work done.
Mm-hmm.
You knew before you got the work done that you had to stick something in you every day to stay wet.
Okay.
You knew you were going to walk around and be uncomfortable. Imagine us naturally. We're women. And
Yeah.
when our bodies go haywire,
It
how do
does.
we feel?
Yeah. Yeah. It gets
So
haywire.
for you to want to be what we are, and we're telling you no, and like they say, F around and find out, that's what
Okay,
happened.
you're gonna F around and find out. So if they're gonna take the word woman out the dictionary, they need to be taking man up out of that too. Then
Yeah, because it
how about
doesn't
that?
make it, I ain't understanding that. Why are you why are you removing us as a human, and that's what we are? Because without us, nothing can be done. Nobody can be made.
How I'm looking at it, they don't want us to procreate, recreate, none of that. What you think?
We're, I mean, that's obvious because they want their from what we're seeing, they're afraid of one race being wiped out because it's a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everybody's mixed up, low key. Yeah.
yeah, and so this is just in the United States, though. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Western thing, right? Because
Yeah.
in other countries, it's not like this,
No, it's
right?
not. Not at all.
So in the United States, they're trying to make it to where white people, Europeans, are still the majority. So to eliminate the race is what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't detect or really put a hand on who's gonna love, like,
Oh, he
or
said UK
have?
too. Europe accepts it too.
Well, I
Yeah, you're right.
mean,
Yeah.
what that's what we're well, that's what's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's what's over here. But there, do you guys not know all the other countries and
It don't.
continents, and you know how big this world really is? This is just a small percentage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the United States, we're still the minority, right?
Yep.
But not in other countries, though.
No.
So when it boils down to it, um, transgenders, be who are you are. It doesn't
Without
matter.
altering.
It's no disrespect in no kind of way.
No,
But
it's
don't try
not.
to force it upon. If you're a community that's um welcoming and accepting and making people feel good about whatever their choices are,
Mm-hmm.
I just have a really big issue about you putting it on children.
Yeah.
Adults do what you want.
Yeah.
But for you to force it upon kids,
It's
and then
only
the transgender girl that goes into the
cool.
school and kills the kids, that what's the purpose? That's
Right.
my only opinion about it, right?
Ricky said Uganda just passed into law no transgenderism. Yes, they did. That was a couple days ago. We talked about it what last month,
Yeah,
Danina, about
yeah,
Uganda.
yeah. Well,
It-
that was the guy that they murdered, right?
but they have put it
Remember?
into law now. Yeah, now they put it into law because yeah,
And they won't even go look for the murderers. No
no,
one has been convicted for that.
no, they haven't.
And he was a gay fashion stylist.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a transgender, right?
No.
So it's obvious that it's wrong on whatever level of the government in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no judger to be here to say who can do whatever. You do what you want to. The only issue I'm having is the kids. That's it.
Yeah.
Because they still have
Programming.
time to develop. Program
Yeah,
the babies.
program the babies.
Exactly. That's wrong. You should not be programming nobody else's child.
No, they should have a mind of their own and at home going
And
by the
if they
principles of
choose to
their home.
do whatever they want to do as an adult and you welcome them in and support them, that's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to program them into being something, that's my only thing about it. I don't think
Right.
that's right, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now on to family members stealing from you without you even knowing, right?
Ooh,
Contracts, you're
baby.
not reading your contracts, right? This is Women History Month, and we thought that we would be covering escape and SWV in a better light because they are our history, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
They have broken a lot of shackles
Yes,
in
they
the
have.
music industry, as
Mm-hmm.
far as the majority of them are still in their 40s, right?
Right.
And they have broken a lot of records.
Yes, they have. They've been doing a great job. I love Escape.
But
Mm-hmm.
to find out that from the interview that I watched was with Tiny's mom,
Oh
and
yeah.
Tiny's mom has like a lot of skin in the game in the industry because of her husband.
Mm-hmm. The
Her
jazz
husband
player.
was a little bit older than her, Tiny's dad,
Mm-hmm.
and he was in a group early on in the 70s, 60s, whatever, right?
Jazz player, right? R&B jazz player.
Yes,
Something like that. Yeah.
yes. And he passed on now, but
Mm-hmm.
Mama handled all his business.
Mm-hmm.
So when Tiny and when Tiny and Candy became great writers, and Latasha Scott is a great writer as well, right?
Yes, yes.
But when Tiny and Candy, they swerved their way through the industry. They got up in people's faces. They worked their magic. They sent
Mm-hmm.
out their songs. They got in them studios, and see, in the 90s in Atlanta, it was a big melting pot with the
It,
Freak Week and all of that. It
exactly.
was a party place. So it was really a lot easier to
Mm-hmm.
connect because it was small.
Yeah,
It wasn't
they had
as big as it is now,
a
right?
lot of skin in the game back then.
And by
Hmm.
them being friends with TLC, Destiny's Child, being friends with these record labels because they were shopped, right?
Hmm.
All of them were able to make money. So Tiny's mom, long story short, Tiny's mom got uh their songs into a hall of, I mean, in on this I guess this platform to where they pay them royalties.
Right.
So the mama signed all their names up, right? So where the
Hmm.
checks were going to their home. So it's two Tamikas. It's in the
Yes.
group in the escape, right? It's
Yep,
two
it is.
Tamikas. And so by it being two Tamikas, her Tamika, she got her money because it's her child.
Yeah.
But the other Tamika, who got jacked by her sister and her sister husband, she at the time was living in New York, so the checks were going to Georgia,
Yes.
where the sister was living.
Hmm.
So all this is blowing up, and what she's saying is that the only way for her to get her money back is if she put her sister in jail.
Mm.
Is if she put Latasha in jail. Now Tasha's sitting up here on all these different today,
Platforms.
all
Yes.
these different platforms today, talking
Uh-huh.
about she didn't
She
take
didn't do it.
nothing, and
Yep.
why wouldn't you call me and getting funky? You
Talking about
look,
I'm your sister. You supposed to be calling me and not talking to anybody else. Da 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 da.
she looked like she lying,
Hmm.
and for real, mamas look like she just don't want to be in the middle of it.
No, the mother, their
The
mother.
mother knew from the beginning
Yes, she did.
what was going on, and I'm not saying that the mama co-signed it, right? But the mama, this story ain't new.
Mm-mm.
It's new to us,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not new to mama. And
Mm-mm.
so for her to have to play and save face about her bread amongst us, she's been real humble. Cause
Yes,
I
she
ain't gonna
was.
tell you, I wouldn't be that humble.
I know one thing. If she took that money, she need to be giving her what she said 30,000 or
It's
something.
over 30,000. She says that's what she's telling us. Think
Oh,
about this. Think about this. Tiny's mom, this is when they were a lot younger.
yes, about 20 years ago.
Yeah, but this was happening over a period of time.
Mm,
Could you
mm.
imagine? Could you imagine somebody, a family member, your sister,
Stealing your
your brother,
money.
your cousin, me,
Stealing,
who
yeah,
business
stealing your
partners,
money.
whoever,
Girl, I'd be
stealing
so
from
mad.
you for over a period of time? You could be mad, but I'm saying think about that. I
So
said
she
a person sitting up in your face
all this
and all
time
this time playing with you about
playing.
the money.
Oh,
That's the dirtiness of it.
oh, that's dirty.
And then you got your husband involved. Every single thing that she does,
He's involved.
there's nothing wrong with him being involved with what she got to do, but how does he involved with what they got to do?
She digmatized.
Definitely.
When I tell you dickivation has all the motivation.
Yeah, I mean
Over that
I'm seeing that,
man.
and I'm not understanding how I mean, I don't know. Somebody had to go to jail, whether it's her or her husband. That's
Embezzlement.
too
That's what they
much
would call it.
money and
That's
too
too much money.
long.
Hmm.
From my understanding, also, is that she looked at Candy's situation and she's jealous for the fact of I'm just as talented and why didn't I get what Candy got? Candy hustled.
Candy hustle. She did not sit in her house and just waiting on a check. She got
No.
out there. She found other
Every
artists.
single
She did a
she
lot of stuff.
overworked herself. She still
Yeah.
overworks herself. Look at all the
Hmm.
things that she does. All
Yeah.
the podcasts, she got a whole podcast, full
Hmm.
podcast that she releases on every couple days, basically 3 times a
Wow.
week, right?
Mm.
Then she
That's a lot
does
of
her
work.
little skits. Then she do her little skits.
Hmm.
She got that. She also has she's doing the plays. She's doing Housewife. That's like one of her big things. Then she also has these restaurants. On top of that, she got real estate.
Yeah.
And you got kids.
working it.
Her whole plate, she ain't even got a corner of the plate
No, she
left.
don't.
The
Mm-mm.
whole plate is full.
Oh, I can imagine. She barely sleep.
But she has also been the one kept her name out there. You can't be successful in no industry and be quiet. You can't fall off. We know that from doing the podcast. You
Yes.
cannot miss nothing.
Nope. There's no
You
room
can't
for
miss. Ain't
falling
no
off now.
excuses. I don't care if we're walking through the airport.
Right. We gotta get on there somewhere. Okay, walking through the
We
airport.
was in a mastermind on the independent podcast day, right? World podcast day. We did 10 minutes in a
Okay.
corner in a room.
In a hotel room. Yeah.
Right. That but we had to slide out from the event to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna be consistent, that's how the things are going to fall into place. Everything that Candy deserves is happening for her.
Yeah. Her and Tamika. Tamika
And
too.
then not to say that Latasha don't, it's sad that as us being fans of Escape,
Mm-hmm.
that we're talking about her, the sisters. She's stealing from her sister. Like,
Right.
and then you signed the checks. That's the part that I left out. You signed your sister, you recreated a contract.
Oh.
Chinese mom had developed a contract for the girls. Everybody had their own. You resigned, you made your own up with your sister's name on it.
Oh my
For
gosh.
them to send you checks. And she did
Crazy.
not know anything about it. She didn't accept it. Why would she accept it? Why that woman can accept her own checks and she got kids?
And she should have told her she was getting checks. So that's some
No. There's no reason to tell for what you're a part of. I
right.
don't got no business telling you. You get your own check.
Right. But she
You
knew
get
what she
your
was
own
doing.
shit. I don't take your for what? Like what? I'm not. I mean, and then it's not like you weren't getting yours. You are a writer. It's not
It,
like you weren't getting your own money.
it's called greedy.
I
Being
mean,
greedy and
yeah,
selfish.
that's
That's a
beyond. That's
lot.
that's glutton.
Yeah, glutton, greediness.
Definitely
Yeah.
slime,
That's low.
scandalous,
That's low too
trifling.
low.
All of those names.
Mm.
Everything about it. No.
Well, I hope that they come to a conclusion. If she has to bring criminal charges against her sister, or even it's beyond small claims court, legally. So
It's criminal. It's not.
it's
It's not a.
criminal. It's criminal.
They already said there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do unless you're going to file charges. We don't even want to hear about it. It's
Yeah.
too big. It's too
She
big.
did.
And then
Yeah.
it's the thought. Conspiracy is what you think.
Yeah.
That's what people fail to realize, that that's never been involved in anything like that. Conspiracy is you thinking.
You thought about it prior.
How you conjured up, how you planned and schemed and put it together.
Yes. How
The
you
mastermind of it all.
signed the
Okay.
documents. That's federal shit. You signing documents that ain't yours.
Exactly.
She passed state.
Exactly. You was passing what? You passed the state after what? 10 grand, right?
No, I think 100 or something grand. It depends on how it was written, though. You know what I'm saying? She kind of, if it was electronically sent, back in the day, it would have been mailed.
It was mailed.
That means you opened her mail.
It's still federal.
In her name, and you signed her name on that mail and sent it back. Yeah, still, yeah, it's federal. That's tampering with federal mail. That's not in your name.
Yeah. Exactly.
Besides the signing and taking the money, that's another charge. Couple charges.
Well, signing off for World History Month definitely ended with a bang.
Yes, Women's History Month. Women's
for this
History
to blow
Month.
up, this shackle was definitely unleashed the wrong way. It definitely was unleashed all the way wrong.
Yes,
it really was. It's Well, y'all, we will see y'all on Friday.
Yes,
for 5 Minute Friday.
5 Minute Friday.
Thank you for tuning in, stopping by, and hanging out. Peace
Thank
out.
you guys. Peace out. Peace out. See